Ay me.
She speaks, oh speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the wide upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds, and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is no hand, no foot, no arm, no face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? Thou should call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes. Without that title, Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Take that thy word. Call me but love, and I will be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be more Romeo.
What man art thou this miscreant of the nights, so stumblest upon my counsel?
By name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is an enemy toward myself, because it's an enemy towards you. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that thou tongue's utterance, and yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me wherefore the orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
Stop! With love's light wings did I overperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, dares love attempt, therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee here, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued, wanting for thy love.
By whose direction found out this place?
By love, who first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain I would dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou may prove false. At lovers' perjuries, then say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou think'st I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. Oh, so thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behaviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have been more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overst heard what I was ware. My truest love passion, therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding light to love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder moon I swear that tips with silver all these fruit tree-tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circle orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
Well, then what should I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's your love?
Well, do not swear, although I joy in thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, just like the lightning which does seethe to air, one can say, it lightens. Sweet good night, this bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose, rest come to thy heart as within my breast.
Dost thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before I didst request it, and yet I were to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. For the more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little while. I will come again.
Oh, blessed night, I am afeard. Being in night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent be love, be honourable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by the one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanst not well, I do beseech thee.
So thrive my soul. Madam!
By and by I come, to cease thy suit and leave me to my grief.
1,000 times the worse. To want thy light, love goes toward love, as schoolboys away from books, but love from love, as school to heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist, or for a falconer's voice, to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears. Go.
Romeo!
My dear?
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
At the hour of 9.
I will not fail, 'tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why to call thee back.
Let me stand to it till thou rememberest.
I shall forget to have thee stand here, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this. Go.
'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, who lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would that I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee which must cherishing. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest? Hence I will to my ghostly father sell, his help to crave, my hap to tell. She speaks, oh speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head. Wait, stop it. She speaks, oh speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head, as is, I didn't do it again.
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have, my bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
I come. Okay, I suck.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit treetops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
Well then, what should I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy greatest self, the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love, don't make comments like that, you idiot! Lady, by yonder blessed moon, stop laughing! Go. It is my soul that calls upon my name, how silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attaining ears.
Bow! 'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, who let it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I take thee at thy word, call me but anything but Romeo, because I don't know what.
Hist, Romeo, hist, oh for a falconer's voice, to lure this tassel back again. Bondage is hoarse, and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cat.